Was the cure for the
chloroquine or some shit
yeah,
like
he
that.
brought up some he took it back like yo
What
greatest
I'm saying
hits.
is that if you say that, it's an old media trick. If you say something enough times, people start to believe it. So if I'm putting doubt in your brain constantly about a certain thing, you're like, fuck it, I don't trust it. You know what I'm saying? Now, those of us who do the research and go, listen, I've done my research. I don't feel the vaccine's for me. Cool, I got that, no problem at all. But those people are educated enough, huh?
I said critical thinking people, like
Exactly. And that, you know what? By all means, do you. But those folks who don't even do anything but listen to a network, those are the ones you gotta be scary of. Because those are the ones that are gonna cough on you. Those are the ones that are not gonna wear a mask. You know what I'm saying? Those are the ones that say, I'm gonna go to the store and do what the fuck I want. I'm gonna spit on an employee because I don't give a shit.
I beat a bitch.
Those are the ones.
You just can't do that.
Man.
You can't do that. You can't spit on
But,
somebody.
but what I'm saying to you, that's what they've done now. They've turned it into, you can't even be like, say, I'm an educated person, I'm gonna educate myself and go, hey, the vaccine's not for me. If somebody here says, oh, you'll die. Yes. But those same people go, you know what, I'm gonna wear a mask because it makes sense. I don't want to breathe on you. I don't want you breathing on me.
Yeah.
But the other people who don't give a shit, I'm not gonna live in fear. All right. Cool. Not a problem.
Has anybody on this stream ever had COVID before?
No. Thank God.
I came real close to it. Family members caught it in the house. In the house.
ATL Kawada, you had COVID? How did it go? How did it make
the vid? I'm happy you
I
said
had it too.
You had
it too?
Yeah.
How was that?
Man, that shit was terrible.
Wow.
Yeah.
First of all, when anybody go, man, when they say that first, you know that shit was rough.
It went well. It was a bad flu.
It was so the thing about COVID, right? It hits everybody different, right?
Yeah.
And shit, I've been in spaces where people didn't even want to admit they had the shit. They were like, oh, they'd pull a serious and be like, oh, it was in my house, but they won't be explicit about the fact that they caught it. It changes shit, man. So for me, my symptoms, I could still smell and I could still taste, right? But my mind was slow as fuck, yo. Like I couldn't.
DL Hughley was talking about that. Yeah, like at the cloudiness of your mind, DL Hughley was talking about that.
Nigga, man, I sat down. I tried to have a conversation with somebody. And it was like 3 minutes in. I was like, yeah, I can't do this no more. Like, you're asking me questions and I gotta think. And that shit is wearing me out, yo.
Wow.
And I went up and I would just go and lay down. I was knocked out sleep for a lot of time. When I did wake up, I felt terrible. And I like to read. I like to study. I like to learn things. So that was a dark ass period. And for me, there was no way that I was not going to get it because I was around my friends. I was celebrating a friend's birthday party. It was a small party. It was not even 6 of us there. And we had no idea because the person I think that introduced it to us had no symptoms at all. So we thought we was being safe the whole time. And, you know, it happened. So my outlook
did you catch it early in the pandemic or when did you catch it?
I guess I should say midway because mine happened in like April, May.
This year or last year?
This past year. Last year.
Oh, so you caught it in the beginning of it.
Yeah. Like
that's the
ATL Koala, them headaches, nigga, them headaches. I had one of them drinks yesterday. Them COVID, like there's shit that you don't all the way recover from. Like before COVID, I was running 6 miles a day. easily. After COVID, like I've had to slowly build that shit back up, and I'm still only at 4 right now. But it's a slow build. I still get them headaches. I still get them body aches every now and again.
Wow.
Like it's a long haul thing. Like it's not you recovered from it, now it's gone. Like you're gonna be dealing with that shit.
But you had caught it when shit was like at its most scariest.
Yeah.
God damn. Like
Koala says she's lucky she's alive. Holy shit. I mean, and that's what I mean by like, if I still say if they'd have came out with like actual real doctors.
Well, I'm so happy you're here.
Oh yeah. And see, and that's the thing. She can't take the vaccine. She's immunocompromised, so we don't know if she can take that yet. So that's what I'm saying. People like her who are actually like, you know what? I got it. Stay away from me. Those crazy people that Fox News talk to, they would be around her with no mask on, fucking up her life. You know? And that's why they're doing it about face. And that's why they're doing it about face right now.
For real, that's if you can, like, first of all, if you have COVID and you have the strength to get your ass up and go to Walmart to pick up some cashews, like that first, I don't get it. Yo, I didn't want to go nowhere, yo. I didn't have the strength to stand up long enough to go anywhere. And then I couldn't calculate the shit in my head. Like, no, nah.
That's why I just want everybody to be safe out there. And I can't understand when people won't even wear it. Fine, don't take the vaccine. Wear a fucking mask. You don't want this shit. You know what I'm saying?
I wear masks everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah. It's gonna be a minute before I stop wearing masks.
Yes, you know? Brother. Yes. I mean, wintertime comes. Oh, I've got a nice thick one too to keep my face warm. Mm-hmm. No, that mask gonna stay on my face. That's going. I'm not, because you gotta think, we had no flu. Nobody died from the flu last year. The flu cases were the best have been in like 60 years. Asian countries have been doing this a long time. I'm gonna start wearing a mask when it comes wintertime. Mask up.
That's because niggas was being clean and sanitizing and shit. We ran out of sanitizer at one point. Like niggas.
Hey, real quick. Stuart, is from England. He's from. We got a crush from England on.
I know. That's great. Koala brought him in. Stuart.
That's tight.
I actually wanted to. I was gonna address Stuart because of that very fact. So Stuart, you said that England's from what I hear, England's been getting hit pretty hard because of that Delta variant. But I had just started matter of fact, you know, the guy introduced you to Adrian. Like we had just started listening to what's his name, man? What's his name?
Go to the chat and find him.
Oh, this is the lull. Turn up, sing a song.
That inside joke.
Wind up, man.
James O'Brien.
Must I cry? Why must I cry? Why?
We just started like. Do you watch James O'Brien at all? I've heard so much shit about Brexit. Have you been listening to like his Brexit conversation? I didn't know anything about Brexit until I started listening to him. So Stuart,
I've been listening to him all week.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Oh, Stuart, let me know, man, if you fuck with James O'Brien, man, because he's definitely like a good watch and listen to.
Koala, you in our prayers every single week. You got this.
Oh, Koala, you're a fighter, yo.
You got this.
Our hearts are with you.
We haven't come with a nickname for our fans yet, but we'll figure it out. We can't call them the Blacks. That's not gonna work.
The Blacks. I don't think the Blacks is going to fly.
The Blacks not gonna work.
But okay, cool. Well, while I'm waiting on Stuart to see if he rock with Guy or not, let me see.
He said England has reached its highest peak of COVID.
Yeah, I heard you guys are getting wrecked over there, man. And if not for like the same reasons why people were here, it's the same shit. I hear. Mm-hmm. Tell me how you feel about Boris Johnson. I hear Boris Johnson is like a tier below Trump, and that's not good. The darkies,
you can't call us much.
It's the black balance here with all our darkies.
That's not gonna work, man.
It's not it.
No. How call them the BBs?
The B. Oh no.
The
No.
BBs.
Not the BBs.
BDB.
We'll think of a cool name.
Yeah, Koala, you're definitely in our hearts, man. Our energy is with you, yo.
Definitely.
But we got you. Hearts and prayers, yo.
So your game off?
Threw my game off, man. Like I literally just gave my
because you're being vulnerable.
I literally just gave my energy to Koala just now, and it kind of just like
you're being vulnerable and sensitive. You know what I'm saying? That's what's a good thing for you.
Yeah. Come on now.
No,
Siri.
I'm fine with Koala. It's just you guys. It just see the hand thing again. It's just you guys. It's just kind of just weird.
Oh, so what you're saying is you're a simp.
I am a caring person. When the situation requires me to be a caring person. That's what I am. I am no simp. Anyways, on to the next topic, you assholes. We were going to talk about the OnlyFans stuff. We've got we've got 2 OnlyFans stories. But so one of our this is funny. One of our OnlyFans stories. Well, this is funny. This is sad. It's kind of. So there's a 13-year-old boy. He's in school, and his friends come up to him. They got their phone in their hand and say, "Hey, yo, check this out." He looks on the phone. And he sees nude pictures of his mom on OnlyFans.
How hot is his mom though?
She's okay. This story, she's all right. I mean, whatever. So he says he's now suffering from depression and suicidal thoughts because he's 13 years old. He's in school. His friends just came up to him with pictures of his mom. Everybody has access to pictures of his mom naked. He's going through bullying and all types of shit, and it's pretty fucked up. So he goes and he tells his mom, and he asks her why she's doing it, and she's talking about how proud he should be of sex workers and all that other crazy
Your mama
shit.
can drop it, baby. Your mama can drop it.
I'm happy. What she say? I'm happy about my body and I don't have issues doing it and stuff like that. And that's pretty much like the reason that she said, like, there was no, in what I read, there was no type of comfort to the child, like, hey man, because of what I do.
How old is the child?
He's 13.
13.
Oh, that's a fucked up age too.
That's the age to where you realize in life if you're gonna be an asshole or not.
For a serial killer.
Whatever, 13, that's it. And yeah, so that's, what are you guys' thoughts about that? It's a crazy story to me. I don't know how I'd be able to deal. I don't know how kids deal. Like, there's a lot of people on OnlyFans. I'm sure they all, some of them, whatever. I'm sure they have children, and it's like, how do you tell your child, like, yeah, man, I'm an OnlyFans star, and
let's be honest here, yo. I think the first thing we need to address is the first thing we need to address is that this is a single parent. Because there ain't no fucking way in the hell, like, a man is supposed to be somewhere in that household and that shit's just okay.
You don't know that.
I definitely would be interested in seeing if,
I know that.
We don't know that? I mean, but let's be honest though, like, is that okay? Why would the son be going, like, why would the mother have to explain that to her son versus them as parents sitting down and having a conversation about that? How did the kid access it?
Is that what you said? Because you were making it seem as though you're like, there's no way this OnlyFans shit would be going down in the house if a man was there.
Oh, no. I'm saying it would be more of a...
I'd be producing that motherfucker. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead now. You're late, right? Let me get you late.
Yeah, man, that's I think the first issue here, because yeah, and then what is that kid gonna do, man?
Then Mike, so keep going.
His peers have seen his mom's insides, like,
First of all, you say it like that. Yeah, that's fucked up. Okay, you say it like that. That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
No, man. I mean, if and this isn't like a like a news story didn't pick
Sauce
it up. Like
mom's insides.
we found Deontay found a story on Reddit, so it's not like we have an answer of what this person is now. The end result is he's just going through depression and suicidal thoughts, and it's like, what can you do as him? What can you do?
At this point, this is when you gotta learn that all adults, that the adults be fucked up and they be learning shit just like kids be learning shit. It's like this is as good of age as age as any to like find out that sometimes your parents just be on bullshit.
You're not prepared to handle that truth at 13.
No, I mean you're not prepared to hear your mom. You know what your mom does? Suck dick. What?
It's not even that. Well, I mean that's easy for a living. it's like it's that, but at the same time, like you're not at 13, you're not prepared for your parent to like. I don't know how. If my mom would have told me, "Hey, listen, I'm growing just like you," like, what do you mean, bro? Like I'm supposed to be coming to you for the answers. What do you mean? At 13, I don't have that thought in my mind. Like
as a young man, at 13, starting the age, you start noticing girls and titties and boobs, and your dick start getting hard. Like, oh, okay. And all of a sudden, you get thrown into all that. Your mother is doing OnlyFans, the same shit you watch. You might run across your mom on the hub. How's that gonna fuck you up?
I mean,
you see your mom on the hub?
I mean, after you find out what she does, at this point, you're just like, next video. Like, like you're not.
You can't get past that.
Are you going to keep scrolling past your mom if you were to just?
Are you gonna let that stop what you went to the hub to do? No, shit. There's mom. Next video, and then you're going to do what you came there to do. What are you talking about?
So do I. Yeah.
Would you go check the comments? Would you go check the comments on your mom's video?
If I'm already suffering from depression from getting bullied at school, I'm probably not going to that comment section. I'm not going to make it tough for me. I'm not. Life is already hard. I'm not going to make it worse for me by looking at.
Because I mean, nobody. Listen, your mother is. When you think about your mom, you think about if you have a good mom, you think of her in a holier than now kind of glowing and heavenly light.
My mom's a saint.
You don't want to think about your mom doing shit you see on OnlyFans and Pornhub and all the other shit. Now you're 13 and you're discovering your own sexuality and you're discovering all that stuff. And now you have the added pressure of you might scroll through something and your mom pop up. That'll fuck you up forever. That will make your sexual identity, not sexual identity. That'll make your correlation between sex and pleasure completely fucked up. That's how serial killers start. I swear to God. That's how serial killers start.
I'm throwing hands at people and I dare my mom to attempt to punish me. I know that's right. Yeah. I'm fighting everybody. And you better not say shit to me.
But I saw your mom. Shut the fuck up. That's fucked up thing. Do you know how cruel children are? I mean, I was bullied when I was a kid. Kids are cruel as fuck. Imagine now, I can only imagine how cruel they are now with cell phones, where I can screenshot shit and send it to you continuously. That's what that's why you have 6-year-olds and 10-year-olds trying to kill themselves, because kids are fucked up, man.
I was about to ask that. So do you just lose respect for your mom? Find out.
First of all, you got to do like this. You got to think like this. You lose respect at the moment, right? You probably go, ooh. But then as you get older, and you go, you know what? She was a single mother and she couldn't, and she looked good at the time and shit. She was making $50,000 a month.
Here's the question. How many Jordans do I have?
There you go. What does my fit look like?
What's the quality of life?
Yeah, like what's
doing this?
Am I hungry? Are we eating ramen and you on OnlyFans?
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
there you go.
Or are we eating, like filet mignon and shit and you on OnlyFans? Because that might make a difference.
It makes it. I mean, again, it's context. What are the circumstances, the nuance of the situation? What's going on? Because again, that kid's gonna be fucked up, and the mom should go, "Baby, I'm sorry. This wasn't meant for you to see. I do this. I'm an adult. I have the right to do what I want as an adult, but it affects you also. So I might have to rethink my career because I love you." You know what I'm saying?
Not if that career is
Or, or hold on, or she could say, "Listen, I understand this upsets you, and I don't want you to think that I'm comfortable in my own body. As you get older, you will notice that. So now, I do not look at the internet. Don't get on this stuff to see me. But listen, you see that Porsche I got outside that one day gonna be yours? You see this big ass 3,000 foot
That's what I'm
house, square
saying.
foot
Your
house?
quality of life has to be drastically better, and you got to get me out that school. I don't give a fuck. I don't know what you got to do, but you got to get me out that school. You better, hey.
Yeah, yo, I'm transferring. Oh, you got to
immediately do this new hybrid thing that I heard turn up and
you got to take him out of school.
Get
all
me
you do now is breeding a
laptop.
school shooter. That's all it is.
Right.
You're now breeding a school shooter. That's all you got right there. Now bring him out because he's gonna go to school with an AK and light everybody up for making fun of him and his mom that suck dick.
But
For
I do, but if the quality of life isn't, you know, as high as, you know, you would want it to be in a situation like that, I do believe, yes, you do lose respect for her at that point that you find that out. You lose respect for it at that point when you confront her about it. With the response that she gave, you lose respect for her as a person.
Yeah.
And then once you become an adult, any negative repercussions on your mental from that situation, then you just end up hating her. It's a bad path.
Sex is fucked up for you. Sex is fucked up for the rest of life. I'm sorry, I don't know who you are. If you score your like, I'm not gonna transition that because Shane's better. Sirius is better than I'm at it. But if your mom's watching your OnlyFans and you're watching your mom's OnlyFans, that's an issue.
Well, now that you say that. Well, as a matter of fact, before we even get to that, I'll segue to that one later. I've got a second one. So let's say you have this scenario, right? You got the 13-year-old, but let's say you get older. All right, let's say things aren't all doom and gloom as we painted it to be. Suppose you grow up and you're 19 years old and y'all in this very freeing house, and you find yourself becoming a male model, and your mom comes to you one day and she says, "Hey, I want you to put me onto the game. I want you to put me on this OnlyFans." Your mom comes to you. You already on OnlyFans. You doing your thing. You making your money. Your mom comes to you. So I want you to put me onto this OnlyFans. So now that you put her onto this OnlyFans, you're her camera person.
It's my mother.
You're her camera person. Now y'all making dinero. Y'all
So
now it's a family business.
So I'm basically my mother's pimp. That's what you're saying.
No, man. Do you understand how OnlyFans work?
You are your mom's software engineer.
No. My mother can Google how to set up an OnlyFans. Okay. If she wants me to put her on, that means she wants me to show her how to do lighting and all kind of shit like that. I have to be there for that shit.
Yeah.
I'm basically, and I'm doing that so she can make money. I'm her pimp. That's what pimps do.
Pimps don't do that.
No, pimp.
Pimps take care. In the beginning, they say that I'm gonna take care of you, and they take your money. You're pimping your mother out. Ew.
You're not pimping your mother. You're helping her with the lighting.
Yeah.
What are you talking
about?
Mom,
what?
No, that's not. You help somebody with lighting.
What the fuck? No.
You get them a stand and say, "Look, here's your tripod. This is how you take your pictures. Well, let me fix these lights. This is this. You're going to be here on the bed. All right, let me fix these lights. Let me get the sound. Whatever you text that you're working with.
Mom, I'll hold the boom mic for you.
Position the camera, and then you say." Now, whatever you're doing, whatever way that your ass is sticking up, you want to make sure it's pointing towards.
Hold up, man! Hell no.
Yeah.
You want to point.
I mean, you got that inside knowledge,
right? Like it's business talk. She's not there doing it while you're explaining it to her.
I'm good.
You're explaining
it,
and you're telling her once I leave.
My mother is 67 years old. She better be doing all animal things.
But now, this was an actual article. The article that I saw. Was bad.
Yeah.
That's just me outside perspective, not as her son.
What I'm saying, as your son,
she was a former Miss Bum Bum, and what I looked up on my incognito screen,
Did you express VPN?
Brazil has these competitions, these Miss Bum Bum competitions or pageants in which they judge you for having the best ass in the country or whatever, Brazil, whatever, but you're judged off of that. So the mother is a former Miss.
Phenom is hilarious.
She's a. She's a former Miss Bum Bum winner, and her son was already doing his own thing on OnlyFans as being a successful male model, whatever he was doing. So she says, "Hey, look,
that's your mom."
So she says, "Look, I want to get into the OnlyFans game, son. Will you help me out?" Mom puts her on, and that's the end of the story. Then they like make money and shit. I don't see what the problem is.
If your mom told you right now, "Hey, I want
a Miss Bum Bum winner, and I'm not a male model," the situations are completely different. If my mom was to come to me and say, "I want you to put me onto the podcast game," I got you, because this is what I do.
But your mom said, "Hey, I'm gonna put since you know computer stuff, can you put me on OnlyFans?"
I don't know shit about OnlyFans. I can't help you. That's not my expertise. But what I do is this podcast shit. And if you want to have a podcast, I got you.
But I want to do my podcast topless.
He was in a position to where he did OnlyFans. He made money from OnlyFans. He was successful. He needed to be. And he was able to put her onto the game because that was his expertise.
Now I'm good.
I don't see I
get it. I get it. So
his mom was still in shape. If y'all saw this picture, she is bad.
Oh, the link is in the chat.
Yo, check the link out. Go
the link is in the chat, y'all.
Which one is that? Oh no, that's just for the story. Y'all fine. Y'all don't need the incognito. But no, the mom is bad. So it's just like, she's gonna obviously be successful. You just know now in your mind that she's on OnlyFans doing nasty shit, most likely. You know, whatever.
I mean, at least you know what she's doing. You know, at least you know how much money she's making, I guess. And you can kind of have some kind of control over how much she shows.
That's called a pimp.
No, you don't. No, that's what I'm saying. That's when you turn into pimp status, like he's been saying. You set her up, you school her to the game, and you get the fuck out. Whatever content she wants to make, whatever she wants to charge, that's up to her. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to control shit.
So you want to so you want to be there with the inception of it. My baby did this for me.
She came to me for help. Nah, it's still on.
Yeah. For that I kind of agree with, because at a certain point, like, your mom just becomes, but your mom is another adult, you know?
Yeah.
That's just
trying to make some money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, so what we have here, two OnlyFans situations, those are the similarities that they have. But you have two different styles of parenting. One who's just like, look, kid, I don't give a fuck. I love my body. I'm going to show it. I'm making money. Go to school. The other one is like, hey, son, school me to the game. Put me on with what you got on. Let's make some money. Well, this was actually a couple weeks ago. But now this is a third type of parenting in which I don't know how I feel about it. I'll tell you how I feel once I hear how you guys.
Let's go.
So, it's a show called Smothered. I've never heard of the show. I don't know what the show comes on, but Smothered.
It's on TLC.
It's on TLC. Oh, it is. Okay. Smothered star Carla clarifies drama over watching a sex tape with daughter Rakia. So apparently, this I found out about the story on social media, in which this mother-daughter combo popped up, and there was clips from the show, and they were saying that they speak about watching each other's sex tape, and the mom gives her pointers and stuff, and drop it like this, put your leg up, shit like
hold
that.
Hold the balls, baby, hold the balls.
Yeah,
right.
And that's the kind of relationship that it's a very open relationship. And I remember seeing a clip where it was like them two at one end of the table, and there was like a guy and a girl at the other end of the table, and the mom was asking, I think the guy was with her daughter, and she was asking him, like, well, like, what's his favorite? What was the question? Like, what's his favorite position, or what do y'all do, or something like that? And
something you'll never know.
And he was very like embarrassed.
Yeah, the 2 black girls up, you know.
He was the 2 black chicks. Yeah, he was embarrassed, and he was kind of like, kind of hush mouth about it. But she was like, "Hey, if you're gonna be a part of this family, you're gonna need to learn to speak up." I was like, oh,
red flag.
So I like I said, it was a clip. The clip ended there. I didn't watch the show. I didn't watch the episode. But I like, what would y'all do? Y'all sitting at the dinner table with y'all in-law or whatever, and then the mom asks you, like, you're aware of the type of relationship that your wife and her mom have with each other. You know this already.
Whoa, I've married this chick.
You married this chick, like, you married her. You married her, or you're with her. If the mom asks you how you drop it in the bedroom with her daughter, what would y'all say?
Is she bad?
She's
we always preface that.
Is she bad?
Because if you bad, you'll get away with a lot of shit.
Pretty privilege. That's what they call it. They call it pretty privilege.
You get away with a lot of shit. But what would y'all say?
Man, I mean, that just sounds
I'm
like
getting it from the table and leaving. Y'all are fucking weird.
You're getting up from the table and you're leaving? That's a bit much. The food's already there. What are you saying, Deontay?
Oh shit.
What were you
it just sounds like the mom wants to get taken down too. Like,
oh, that's so
maybe there's a
say, you know what, Miss Charles, your daughter arched that back just right. You know what I'm saying? I can smash her clear across the bedroom. She's a good girl. You got a good one. The fuck? No.
Hey, look, man, it might be a teachable moment. Like, you can see how far the apple falls from the tree, Like, hey, your mother used to do this thing where she would like, can you try that? Like, maybe.
Your mom can get both legs behind her head.
Right.
Flexible?
You could have her show you some stretching exercises or some shit, It could be a good moment for all of us.
I'm with Turn Up. I'm having that conversation.
I'm not having a conversation.
I'm at that table. I'm gonna indulge in every bit of this conversation. Like, there's no fear. Like,
here's the thing.
Oh, this is what you want. This is what you want to talk
she's
about.
Bad.
First of all, pass the salt. All right.
So, pass the salt. Let me tell you something. Your daughter, some jaws on her.
Let me tell you about your daughter.
Hey, listen, y'all train. She got her jaws. Let me tell you what. The soul out my dick. You know what I'm saying?
As the person who's the guest at the table eating this meal that was prepared for me, I'm not. How could I be so rude as to not indulge in this conversation that the mom has opened the door for? Well, seeing as how you two are very close, let me tell you about this thing that she does with her tongue, which I'm sure you taught her very well. Like, I'm going to have this conversation.
No, I'm good.
I personally don't think women talk about sex outside of like people that they're actually willing to have sex with. So
say what? Say that again?
I don't think women talk about sex with people like in that detail. I don't think they talk about sex to that degree with people that they're not interested in.
You don't have any do you have any girlfriends? The women friends?
You ever have girlfriends?
Women friends.
Yeah, sure. No, I don't. Not really.
See, before I was married, I had a lot of women friends. Let me tell you what.
Good preface.
Women are disgusting. Women are nasty. Listen, we talk, but we'll say some stuff like, I hit that, she got a fat butt, or she do it. Women will get detailed smells, sizes. He did this wrong. I've heard some shit. I'm like, oh my God.
I'm gonna be honest. The best sex stories I've ever heard did come.
We don't give guys that we don't talk. Guys, we don't talk like that around other men, especially if it's our girl. We don't.
No, it's I don't like that water cooler talk. I feel like some shit would come up if whatever it is you experience.
If she wasn't your girl,
I feel like it would pop up if something really like you weren't used to happen.
That's what I'm saying. If it wasn't your girl, if it was. we will talk shit about women that we're not going to stay with. But if it's our girl or wives, I'm not talking to you about what we do in the bedroom.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no,
you're
not
giving those details.
not
Women
a
will
woman
talk
that you
about-
know and you're gonna come
Yeah.
over my house and meet on a constant basis. Like I don't
Yeah.
need
Nah.
you knowing the intimate details
Yeah,
about
women
my
will talk.
life.
Women will talk about, girl. You know James. You know James. James, listen. Look at the sweatpants. Women will talk like that.
No, but no, women
Yeah.
will talk like that, and I do find that weird because it's like I be asking like y'all don't get jealous or no shit like that. Like you don't have the fear of like you telling shit about your man to your girlfriends and like you don't.
Because women don't operate in that kind of level, man. Most women don't operate in that kind of level.
Always fun.
You know what it is, man? Women have the abundance mindset.
Yes.
They feel like, hey, if this goes south, I can always get somebody else. I've got the magic bead, so everything works for me.
Women have
Until
options.
you get about 35 and you hit that motherfucking wall, and everything starts to slow down.
Women have options. Men don't have options.
We talking about we're outnumbered like 3-1.
But listen, listen. Women, look, a woman can throw a rock and have sex with anybody. A man has to make sure you have to have good game. You got to have all this shit before you get some cookie. A woman can go, hey, I want to have sex with you.
Women behold sex. Men behold relationships.
Yeah.
That's how that dynamic works.
What happened? Say it again.
Sex. Women are the keepers of sex. Men are the keepers of relationships.
I wrote that down, by the way, so you're good.
I don't know what he does with all the stuff he writes down.
I put it in the clips.
Do you?
Yeah. Plus, I'm using a lot of this stuff for t-shirts too. When we start coming over our t-shirt line and our clothing line,
It's gonna be a hell of a lot of t-shirts.
No, we got a lot of quotables. It's a lot of quotables, man. A lot of quotables.
Men are the key. Men are the key, and men have the key, and yeah, all that good stuff, man.
You know, me just dismiss the shit out of you.
No, I read it, and women are the locks. I agree. What do you mean? I didn't dismiss him.
That felt a little dismissive to me.
I read it and I acknowledged it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, see, man, I forgot what I was going to say.
Moving on.
Oh, got it. So, anyways, well, Adrian's walking away from the table. I'm indulging in the conversation, and Turn Up is going to indulge to the point of seeing if he can get the mom too. Valiant effort on your part, good sir. A missed opportunity on your part, good sir.
You're squandering. It's like,
just out here squandering rare opportunities, bro. Jeez. All right, Koala, we'll catch you later. But what we have is 3 different styles of parenting, and I know last show we did speak about parenting, and you all had very strong opinions on it. So you have one in the first story. That mom is. Her reasoning and her explanation, she's bad, and that's why the kid is in the position that he's in now. Then you have the second one, to where it's like it's a give and take type relationship. Hey, look, out, help me out, blase. And this one is just full open honesty, no boundaries whatsoever.
She wanted the best friend. She didn't want a daughter.
It's so. Oh, god damn it, Adrian. You're gonna fuck people up.
He was almost.
You know how many angry single moms you're gonna have at your door now for that truth that you just dropped?
Man,
that they're not willing to admit to themselves.
I say that
you ain't want a daughter. You wanted a best friend.
I say that. I say that all the time. Y'all don't see that, like, and like when you see like little kids being raised, and they're like, "Why you not gonna say nothing to her?" Y'all best friends. You're not her mom.
Oh yeah.
It's like, y'all friends. Yeah. Because there ain't no way my daughter would have said that. Okay, you just gonna let her get away with that? No, yeah, you see that shit all the time, man, all the time. But so how do these 3 dynamics fit into you guys' style of parenting? Which one would you?
None of them.
None of them.
No.
The open and honest part, you don't feel as though you can.
I am a parent. I am here to guide a human being to the adulthood, and from then on, we'll be cool. We're never gonna be that cool.
But you're kind of,
I mean,
but you'd kind of be like that with your sons though when they get older.
nope. Hell no. Ed, I'm a parent.
What boundary do you
I
put?
have my own friends.
What boundary do you put? I mean, like minus the whole showing the sex tape part. What boundary are you putting up with your son? Like he's gonna, it's your son. He's gonna ask you all the weird questions about everything.
I'm gonna be as open and honest as I can with my son about certain topics. But then again, I'm still a parent. I'm still your dad. There's certain things I don't want you thinking about me and your mother. Now I'm gonna refer back to my history back in my day. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna. We ain't gonna. No. Go talk to your friends.
Even when you do that, he's just gonna refer it to.
Go talk to your friends and learn like everybody else does.
You're gonna be okay with his friends teaching him.
That's how I learned.
They just got it from their parents. Because you're not saying shit. They just got it from their parents. You're gonna trust Jack's opinion down the street to teach your child.
I will give my kids the clinical definition of sex. I'll give them the clinical definition of what happens when you have sex. I will tell you about the emotions involved in sex. I will tell you what happens when you put a penis in the vagina and decide to have a baby or STDs. I will tell you that much. Other than that, you're on your fucking own, buddy. Figure it out. Sorry. Yeah. I'm here for knowledge. I'll give you all the.
You guys want a hybrid way of teaching to where the children are in school less and stay home more to learn?
You're not going to learn just because you're in school.
Shit.
Yes.
According to Adrian, you're not going to learn just because you're home either.
I mean, sex is something you got to experience. So there's only so much talking you can do about it anyway. Like, shoot, serious. Remember when we was in school and they tried to talk to us about sex and they showed us goddamn Satan's expose? Did you see that in school?
Sounds like you watched something way cooler than what I watched.
It was not cooler at all. You ever seen a blue waffle?
Okay, that sounds like a weird sex position.
No, go look up blue waffle right now.
Do I have to incognito this thing and put
the
necessary security?
Please don't make it be like a what is it? It was a white dragon. I had to look up the other day.
I don't know what a white dragon is. You know what? I'll look up white dragon while y'all look up blue.
Was it white dragon? I know it was white. It was some dragon.
The blue waffle disease. Yeah, this is gross.
See.
And when I go to pictures, I go to pictures.
Look up Alaska snow dragon.
It's a bunch of blue waffles. Literal blueberry waffles.
Look like Alaskan snow dragon. Look up that.
Alaskan snow dragon.
Yeah.
Do I have to incognito that as well?
Nah, no pictures. Well, it could be pictures. There's no pictures on this one.
Oh, come on, man. Oh.
Alaskan snow dragon.
Yeah.
They got a whole bunch of snow dragons. Damn, I myself have been the victim of a chunky snow dragon. Somebody tried.
No, dude, I don't. What are you guys talking about? I don't see anything. I just see a bunch of dragons and snow.
What are you typing it in the images?
Why is my computer so?
Your PG computer.
So right, PG. Yo. I don't see any of the stuff that you guys ever talk about. Hold on. Let me go to the search. Alaskan snow dragon. That's what pops up, right? Click it. And I go to images. Oh man, I see fucking.
It's all right. I'm gonna put the link in the chat for you.
Thank you. Put a link in the chat for me.
What am I missing? I see snow and pictures of dragons and. Where is the?
Click on that joint. In our joint.
Urban Dictionary. All right. Oh, I thought there were pictures.
No.
You don't need a picture of this.
Ew.
Ew.
A chunky snow dragon. Oh dear Lord. No, that's not right. This is the stuff that you talk about around the water cooler. Hey man, the craziest shit happened last night. We're friends, right? All right, you guys are gross. Anyways, we've only got one thing left, and I told Deontay that it was going to be my job to make this the shortest thing that we talk about. It's a debate. It's a topic that I'm going to shoot down in its entirety after hearing his argument.
All right. I'm not
this.
even going to start with it. I would actually appreciate it. I think we all will appreciate it a lot more if you introduced and went ahead and tore it down.
No, I got to hear your argument. I got to tear down your argument.
It's a statement. Tear down the statement, not the argument.
You want to tear down the statement? All right. Okay, so the topic that's to be debated is it's is the devil God's ego? Is that right?
Yes. Okay. In short terms, yeah. The overarching statement is that God is the devil and the devil is God.
Okay, that one is one and the same.
Yeah.
So my argument to tearing down the statement is that neither one of them is real. All right. Hey, listen, it's been a good show.
There we go.
You guys are great. You guys are really good, man. It was wonderful, man. I love talking to you guys. No, man, what's the argument?
No, that's it. Shit. There you go. That was a great wrap up. That was a great wrap up.
What was your no? Because the way you made it seem is like every time I try to argue with somebody, they back down when I present them with the argument. I'm like, well, I'll fight you, and then.
Like, what you're basically saying, that's not, you're not even really arguing. You're just saying it's not real.
I don't have it. He told me to tear down the statement. That was me tearing down the statement. Now, let's see if I elaborate like this.
So if God is all powerful, all being, right? Because we've watched enough comic book shows and enough Bible shows to see where God is this and the devil is this. Now, if God created heaven and hell, right? Would hell be a personality of God, a vengeful side, a solid side to make you pay? If that's the case, is God and the devil the same person, just a different personality?
Why would that be the case? And when was hell created?
I don't know.
Was it before or after he casted down Lucifer?
But
if God created hell,
he didn't cast out Lucifer. It's cast out Morning Star, not Lucifer. Lucifer's a made up name.
I don't give a fuck. If he casted down Lucifer, Morning Star, and the King James version, that bitch said Lucifer. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, it didn't.
I've never seen a Morning Star in the fucking, and not in the King James version, not the LeBron James version.
I thought that was the veggie sausage that you get from the organic
No, Morning Star, because he's the light bringer. He's the brightest angel in the heavens, Morning Star.
Okay,
that's what they call him.
So if that's a good plug in. Lucifer season 6 drops on Netflix September 10th. Good show, check it out. So if he did it before he casted out Morning Star or whatever, then like what's the point? What was the point of hell to begin with? So if you cast Morning Star out and to a place, so now you cast Morning Star out and you give him a place. Hey, look, I'm casting you out. I can't send you to Earth because I like Earth. That's my shit. You can't stay here, so you can go down to the pits of hell. Is that how that happened, or did he do it? Did he
hell
already
was created in order to scare
have
people into doing shit that the Roman Catholic Church
Yeah, we all know the hell is a made-up concept. It's all a made-up concept.
Yeah, we're all talking made-up concepts at this point.
Yeah, but you know what? The thing is, there are a lot of fucking people that don't think this shit is made up.
Yeah, but you're talking to like a bunch of atheists, man. That's like when you put the question in the chat, I was like, oh, we're gonna talk about this.
I didn't know we were a bunch of atheists. That's all. And I don't consider myself an atheist, but I do believe, because I do believe in there being higher power or a higher sense of self.
We don't believe in organized religion.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
We're all spiritual on this line.
Yeah, the organized religion is all a concept to control people. That's all that shit is.
When I replay this joint and I look at that eye roll that Sirius did when he said spiritual, I am going to laugh. It is going to be so funny.
It's not. It's. I understand what the statement is. Is the devil God's ego? I can see how that can be. I can see if we're talking about that concept, we're just close an argument. I can see how you can say that, because if I am the creator of all, right, and I create a place to punish the people who don't believe in me, who don't follow my teachings, I'm being very arrogant right now that I think I am the only one you should worship, only me. You don't worship me, you go there. That's ego. That's in the act itself is being egocentric.
You know, now that you say it like that, that kind of sounds like what you were saying we should do with the racist.
How so?
What you just said, like,
if you don't worship if you don't believe what I believe in, cast you away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I go with you on that one. Yeah.
That's exactly. Yeah.
I go with you on that. No argument here.
Nah, I mean, in idea speaking, I don't know. How can you have an ego when you are the end all be all?
You have an ego when people don't follow you. You're like, why don't you follow me?
Why not? I created you. Why?
I'm the greatest.
Yes, I created you.
I got to get my journal, y'all, because I just wrote about this.
Oh man,
you brought a journal?
We write stuff.
Reading? What?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I created you, so yeah, of course. Like, how dare you look at anything other than me? I created you. I created everything. Everything that you see, touch, feel, smell, I created that.
So therefore, if you don't believe in me and everything else, I'm sending you to a place where you can't get any of that shit.
I am real. I created you. That's not even like an ego thing.
But you don't believe in me.
It's a fact. Like, you don't.
How don't you believe in me?
You're not going to recognize me, and I'm the reason that you are everything.
Oh hell no! Go away. Go down to that place where, honestly, when they're talking about hell, they're talking about out of the light of God. That's what hell means, basically. The absence of God. That's all it is. You're out of the light of God. So is hell a dark place? Probably. Is there fiery brimstone and red?
So what part of that is ego still? It's like, listen, man, if you don't believe in me, after everything that I've done and created, even you, if you don't believe in me, get out of here.
That's ego, because when you created that person, you created them to be able to have critical thinking. Like, you created them to think for themselves. So when they think for themselves and it's antithetical to your position,
he gave us free will.
No, he did.
Yes, you did. That's okay. We can take
free will.
Take the concept.
He didn't create you. He didn't create you to think for yourselves. You ate the apple, and then you recognize yourselves. Other than that, you just knew me. As soon as you ate the apple, now you want to know everything that I didn't want to tell you. All right, cool.
But there's in that there's still free will that you ate the apple. That's free will to do that. I could have made you brain dead. No, it gave you free will. That's why you ate the apple.
You ate the apple because you let me. I ate the apple because you allowed me to, whether you realize it or not. If you have a child, if you have a kid and your kid crawls off of the fucking balcony, that is your fault as a parent. Why? Because you did not put the safeguards in place to protect that child.
I told you to do a thing. You did the opposite of that thing. So go away from me. Like, what do you? Where's the ego in that? Get out of my face.
That's pure ego.
Get out of my face, sweet.
That's pure ego.
What relationship can you do that in?
Huh?
What relationship that you want to maintain can you ever do that in?
He didn't want to maintain it. Get out of here.
What do you mean? He was created to maintain a relationship with us.
The whole first part of the Bible was, "You don't believe in me? Fuck you."
The Old
What
Testament,
are
yeah.
you talking about? And then after a while, he said, "You know what? I've been pretty hard on you guys. Jesus, go talk to these people. Tell them about me. Tell them I'm sorry. I don't know. Just go tell them I'm here and that they should listen to me." But the whole first part was "fuck you." What are you talking about?
That's for the first part of the first part of the Bible is a very vengeful, egocentric God. You don't believe about me. You know, I'm gonna turn your wife into salt. You know what I'm saying? You don't believe about me?
You making it seem like everything was done without reason and purpose. I specifically told you.
Reason and purpose.
I specifically told you, do not turn around and look at fucking Jericho burning down, or whatever, or something bad is going to happen, and then you did it anyway. Well, now this bad thing is happening. Well, literally cause and effect. I'm literally telling you what to do and what not to do, and you're just.
But the whole first part of that is, how dare you go against my will? I am the one true God. How dare you? And so you won't go against me? Me? Huh? Me? Okay, I'm putting cases on all you bitches.
You know what this sounds like? This sounds like the story of the Wizard of Oz.
I'll accept this argument if you all accept that you all being parents also full of ego.
Yes,
it is. A large part of it. Ego, nigga, what do you think 1-year-old birthday parties are?
It's not about them, it's about us. Look what I did.
I've been able to keep this child alive for a year.
A whole year.
Like, come buy me shit.
Are you kidding me?
So is God and the devil the same person? What's the argument about? The God's the devil's ego. So are we saying the devil doesn't exist? He's just the ego of God? What's the argument?
I'm saying that I would say that God is all, and God encompasses all of those things. So what we call the devil is just God saying, "It wasn't me, it was him." But it's really like him.
It's balance. In every ancient culture, there's balance. You can't have all good with no bad. Then you don't know what good is. You got to know what bad feels like to be good. So what he's saying to you is this: hey, man, you gonna listen to me? But I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest ever. Oh, you don't listen to me? Fuck away. Get out my fucking face. It's the same thing in Training Day when Andre tells the rest of them, the gangsters, you don't, what? Me? How? What? Me? That's what hell is. Oh, okay, go there. Go to Pelican Bay. Pelican Bay, go. I'm putting cases in all you bitches. That's I want you to go there.
See what you
did.
It'd
be very egocentric.
That's just the Training Day reference. Kind of. I see what you're trying.
You see what I'm saying? You know what? Pick up what I'm putting down, man. Pick up what I'm putting down. That was good.
So we're not talking anything Freudian. It's just egotistical shit.
Yeah.
It's a lot of ego.
Like, I think that shit.
I actually think that I honestly think that the Bible, like the Old Testament, is really God's memoirs. And if we really look at it, it's really God saying, like, oh, fucked up. Like, oh, fucked up that time. Like, fucked up. Let me go ahead and send this flood to destroy everybody because I fucked up. Oh, damn, they made it. Well, let me have this guy kill his son. Oh, fucked up. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Like, and it's like you're really seeing the morality of a person and how how an all-powerful being will go about making decisions and how they affect other people. As we are in life, right? We are all-powerful beings, and the decisions that we make affect people across the world and other places that we never even visit. But
it ties back into parenting. Your first child, you fuck up quite a bit. The second one, you're like, all right, I got it right. Third one, you're like, okay, I got it now. I know what I'm doing. The First Testament was like, oh shit. Well, yeah.
So he was winging it.
Yeah, the first one you wing it. You listen, he created the heavens. I created the heavens and the earth, or she did. I created man. I birthed man.
I think we have to say they. I think God would be gender binary, whatever.
Okay, you're right. Okay, I'm with you. I follow you on that one. They created everything. They didn't know what they were doing before. It's not like a prequel to friggin' humans. You know, according to their Bible, it's only been around what 2,000, 5,000 years. There was no prequel to this.
Not a long time.
So,
No.
so I don't know what I'm doing. So if you don't know what you're doing, let me clear the board real quick. A couple of y'all can say that I don't like doing this whole make you again shit. For the rest of y'all, see you later. It's all parenting.
God hit copy and paste and flooded the world.
So what's the argument again? Because I'm lost once again. So God is man and man is God. God is flawed. What are we saying? If you just said that, I'd agreed with all that shit. God is flawed. God is man. God's winging it.
Yes, man.
Well, honestly, you were the one that said you disagreed. That's why we were talking
because,
about it.
You want to disagree, but you can't disagree because we're all intelligent human beings.
None of this is real. That's why I disagree with all of it. This is all just stories that we've read by very, very good writers.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like this. If every comic book, every TV show, every movie, everything has taught us one thing. God's still learning as he goes.
Okay. Anyways, aliens. That's more interesting.
Look, that's what I'm here.
I think what you have to recognize is that like you being able to say that, and even the like cavalier attitude that we have towards it is a privilege, my nigga.
Yes.
Like, there are people who don't make it this far, and yeah, I call it this far because the Bible points towards something. Like it is not the source of something. Like it's pointing you in a direction, and if you follow that path and you get there, that is an accomplishment, yo, and that is a privilege to be able to get there. So I just don't want us to take for granted the fact that we can even have this conversation in that manner, because
America, man. America.
So what? So am I supposed to appreciate the Bible now? What am I supposed to do? Tell me what to do, because I don't know what to do.
I had a thought this morning. I was talking to my wife about this. I was like, you know what? Why America's the greatest country on earth? And people always say the wrong fucking reasons. The reason why this country is the greatest country on earth is because throughout the all fucked up and horrendous history that we have, we can still do this. That tells you something. No, speak our minds. Say what you want. 3 black men speak our minds. Even though the history of this country is god awful, what makes us great is that we keep going forward. That's what makes this country great. We learn from our mistakes very slowly, but we learn from our mistakes. Most countries don't learn from their mistakes, they regress. It's all about power. We learn from our mistakes, and that's what makes us the greatest country on the planet. For that reason, that we move forward. Every generation moves forward a little bit more. Now, we're never going to see the perfect America that everybody thinks we should be. And not in our lifetime. We're not going to see it. But we have the foundation because of people of color, because of women, even because of poor whites. We move forward. And I think that's, with everything encompassed, the Bible, the Quran, nobody has the freedoms like we do. Because we can say, like you said, we can say the Bible is full of shit. And no one's gonna kick down our door and go, oh, come here, darky.
It's because it's 2021, fam.
But what I'm saying is that the reason why we're so great is because we move forward.
I mean, but I could do that in England. That's not like just an American thing. I can go to Brazil and be at the Bum Bum pageant and be like,
okay, the Bum Bum pageant is something I want to know. We need to look into that.
Like, how can we be?
We need to look into that. How can we judge? Is there like is a streaming service? Who do we talk to? Who puts us on the Bum Bum contest? Because I'm tell you what,
you guys are late. There's already a basketball league with women with big butts, and I'm a huge fan.
Really?
Wow. A whole basketball. What do they call it?
Throw that in the chat.
Man, I can't remember what it's called, man. But I follow the one that created it, and I follow the league itself. It's
You are a freak.
Nah, man, they hoop.
Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, speaking of which, have y'all ever been to the Mystics Stadium?
Why?
Shit.
Well, that's fucked up. I've just never been. they only won this city a title a few years ago. That's all that they did. But whatever.
Shit.
There's Mr. That's what makes America great over there. That's
Hey man, I'm progressive enough to go. I don't have to watch that because it's just women. My choice. My eyes, my choice.
Their stadium is like a fourth of the size of the Verizon Center. And it's in St. Elizabeth.
Oh, wait, before we go, man, let's get your take on sports. You did have a take on sports, and it's
no, I don't.
Not you. I'm talking to the smart one.
Oh, what? Shit, I don't give a fuck about sports. Like, no, not one.
Yeah, the take, man. Like, while we were so much.
I just think that we glamorize
idolatry
athletes for some reason, and it's like
idolatry
on a certain level. Like, yeah, it's great that you can exercise this level of athleticism, which, let's be for real, is really a fucking hobby when you're a child. Like,
it's a game,
something athletic that you can
do. A game.
It's how you learn how to work as a team and how you learn how to share and shit like that. But like, people taking this as the whole of their lives it's just a lot.
You mean the people that actually do it?
The people that actually do it and say, like, my success in life comes from how well I can play basketball.
Because they've made millions of dollars playing basketball.
Right. They made millions of dollars. Why? Because people have been watching them and they get endorsements and they get special things because they play a sport well. I don't understand that. Like, we don't give that same credence, or we don't give half of those accolades to doctors that perform well, or
save lives
that perform well. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't put them on a pedestal, but they are saving lives. We don't put musicians or artists on a pedestal. The few that make it, that make some kind of notoriety.
Musicians and artists on a pedestal for quite some time.
I don't agree.
What are you talking about?
I don't agree at all. What? Have you heard of the term starving artist?
That's just the ones that don't make it. Same thing as ball players. There are ball players that just
what is making it for an artist? What is making it? What do you consider to be making it?
Fucking A, man. Coming from the artist himself. Performing live like Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, there he is. That's crazy. There's only one Michael Jackson. No, that's the top. Like, when you get to a status,
that's like the top. We're talking about making it.
You're Drake. When you get there, man, you're Drakes and your Michael Jacksons
and
your Jay-Z.
Because
you're talking about outliers.
Yeah. How I think personally, if you're an artist
in sports, you have people that play sports, and then you also have your outliers, and then you have the ones that do not make it.
Well, the question was, what do you consider a musician making it? I would say getting paid on a regular basis to do something you love.
Okay, there you go. I'll take his answer.
On a regular basis, like a constant gig, like I'm being paid constantly to do something I love to do. That's making it.
Yeah.
Now the shit you Michael Jackson? No, that's one Michael Jackson. It's one Drake, one Jay-Z.
I'm personally getting to the level where I don't want to be paid for what I do, more so than I want to be paid for what I know. So I want people to pay me to, like, for knowing some shit, being knowledgeable about it, and being able to spread that, which is what a teacher is supposed to be. But we don't do that shit. So anyway, yeah, when it comes to a working musician or an artist, like, we tend to associate making it with, like Sirius was saying, a Drake or shit, even a goddamn LaToya Luckett or a Sean Paul. Like, you're on the radio, you're seen, you have
Sean
kids,
Paul's weird reference.
You're able to, like, yeah, or Samantha Mumba, like,
I don't know who that is.
Countess Vaughn.
I don't know who that is either.
what you talking about, Willis guy? You know, like whoever any of these people are, you know, they're different artists, but they're people as well. But we don't. I mean, they're famous and they're known, but how many of them niggas are broke for real? You know, like being successful does not mean that like, oh, I'm on a TV show or like.
Well, wait, but what did this have to do with us paying attention to sports and liking sports and stuff?
I don't understand why we give so much attention to sports, is what I'm saying. Like, it's not shit. Let's be for real. Like, it's not like a song. It's not like something that you can listen to.
We idolize lifestyle. We idolize lifestyle. Lifestyle. All this.
I don't give a fuck about how they live. I like watching the sport. I like watching fast, strong people do stuff in a sport.
Yeah,
I like what? Oh, yeah, dudes that are faster than me, that are stronger than me, doing great athletic shit. I don't care how much they're getting paid. You can be broke for all
women gonna do strong athletic shit too.
Fucking run and get a touchdown. I don't care. Like, bro, life is fucking hard. It sucks and it's boring. I want something to cheer for. That's why I was a Redskin fan until they took their name and now they're the Washington football team. I watch that shit because I want something to cheer for when I see them play.
You're still a Washington football fan.
Yo, fucking win. Like, that's why I idolize the sports, because it's fun to do outside of this humdrum ass life that we live until we die.
So sports is fun.
we just here until we die inevitably, and while I'm here, I want to cheer on these guys that are putting their lives on the line to entertain me. I don't care.
Oh, wow.
I think it's time to go. I
don't care.
I think the irony of
I want to listen to their music. Like, I don't think there's an unplaced like importance that we put. I mean, like, yeah, they get paid to do a lot of shit, but they're essentially putting their lives on the line. Football players essentially are putting and risking future brain damage to entertain me. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all doing this shit for my entertainment. So I like that shit. Basketball players. I mean, I don't know. Any sport that you risk injury in, which is all sports. Hey, look, man, I appreciate y'all doing what y'all doing to entertain me. But in a sense, you want to do this to win. So win. And
they deserve millions of dollars for that. They deserve millions of dollars to run up and down a court with a basketball, or to run up and down a field with a football, or kicking a soccer ball. When we have medical professionals,
do I have millions of dollars to give them to do this?
When we have all of these people who can't make a living wage, we should be paying athletes millions of dollars. Athletes make more than doctors, my nigga. Like, huh?
Doctors are doing surgery on their hearts. Are they risking breaking their leg to do that shit? I don't think so. All right, that sounded a bit.
Right.
That sounded a bit, man. He's coming for my sports, and I just don't like it. He's coming for my sports.
The next time on the podcast, you're not going to be.
Hey,
don't like that he's coming for my sports. Like,
anytime that happens, that means that you are starting the process of awakening.
I'm not. Yes. I'm about to play Madden right now.
You're about to play it, okay?
That's what I'm going to, because I can't live it, because I am now too old and my body is worn down and done through. I'm going to play Madden.
No talent.
Listen, I respect folks more that play video games and like play the sports than to like sit down for 8 hours on a Sunday and just watch them.
You got the
for the same reason that you just said.
You got the esports league that is building its way, and in the future it's going to have the same type of numerical financial value as the players that get paid to do it now. They're just going to be sitting down, and we're going to be paying them millions of dollars to be playing Madden.
I hope they be one of those people one day.
That's what we're going to do. That's just, should our doctors and teachers be paid more? Yeah, but it's not their fault, and it's not my fault for watching them do the shit. Talk to fucking politicians and tell them to get their shit straight. Don't come from a sports, god damn it.
Yeah, we can't negotiate with terrorists.
Tell
Well,
everybody to pay everybody millions of dollars. But don't
thank you
shit
for
on my
tuning in.
sports.
While Sirius is about to rant himself out the end of the show.
Jesus.
Appreciate everybody.
Hey,
Thank you for
man,
tuning
you having a moment, yo.
Koala, appreciate you.
Life is
You know,
hard. Damn it. My sports.
Thank you,
Well,
Super
we
England.
love
for tuning in. Phenom, always a main man, giving us a commentary. Appreciate you. Appreciate y'all. Signing out.
Yeah, Phenom.
D, my man. Again, always a pleasure. Serious, crazy as hell. And this is me. All right, y'all. Thank y'all. Click us off, sir. Crazy rant.
He's ending the show like he has the nuclear codes or something. I've got the nuclear codes. I say we leave when I want us to leave. No, we're going to leave them. So like he said, man, appreciate you guys checking us out.